Here's what to do after you find the melody notes when you're playing by ear.
Hey everybody, I hope you're doing well today. Today we're going to take a simple song that you've learned by ear, okay? And I'm going to show you how to make it nice, make the song nice. I get a lot of questions about this when people, they take the time, they're trying to learn to develop their ear, and they take the time and they find the melody, right? They find the melody notes. All right, great, you found the melody notes. And then they're like, Mandy, what do I do next? I'm not really sure how to do anything with this other than just put a clawhammer stroke to it. Okay, so the first thing, you've got your melody. All right, the first thing to do is try putting in some clawhammer strokes. Okay, now this won't work all the time based on the chord you should be in and things like that. So try doing that. Try doing it some. Other times, try this. Just like a simple bounce with no brush, where you're just basically going like this. Okay? Okay, that's just a bounce. Just practice that on the third string there. Okay, now mix the two up a little bit. Now I did something a little different there. I added another note to the melody, right? So I went. Okay, that right there, I added a little flourish there, right? Now we'll combine both and add in some chords. All right, so if you're here on the second fret of your first string, what chord do we commonly play with that note in it? Okay, two come to mind right off the bat, right? A C and an E minor. Okay, so we can try both, okay? But listen to the C and listen to the E minor. Does your ear pick up any of those two chords? Does your ear go, I know that chord's in the song, okay? Well, my ear knows little, that's a C, star, okay? So I can always try to add chords, if I don't know them, by using chords that involve those, that include those notes, right? So let's play it with the chord, with the C chord in it, and see how that sounds. Sounded great, didn't it? That's because it's in there. Okay, what other notes are we playing? We're playing the second fret of the third string as well there. Right? What chords do we play that use that note? Okay? And obviously there's a bunch of different chords that use that note, right? You can play a D. You can play a D7. You can play an A minor. All different sorts of stuff, right? A. So you can try these different chords to hear how they sound and if they work, all right? So let's try. There was a D7. Sounded kind of good, didn't it? Now let's try a D. Okay. Did that sound better than the D7 to you? You can go back and forth and try to figure that out. These are just tips for you to use to try to add chords into your playing. All right. That C worked great. The D7 worked just fine. So now we can look at notes that we use within those chords to add to the song, okay? And that's what I did here. You'll see I played a D7 there. And all I did was add, which was an open second string, first fret of the second string, and the rest of our D7 there. All right, so we can add some chords. Not all of them are going to work. So just try one here and there. Then we can add additional notes in places, like here. I just added a open second string and a first fret of the second string to round out that chord. Then we can add in drop thumbing and all sorts of things, right? So here's the whole shebang with drop thumbing, double thumbing, just the thumb thing, the clawhammer stroke, adding in some notes. Okay, now that was just the tip of the iceberg, wasn't it? Yes, we added in clawhammer strokes, hammer-ons, just different things, right? We added in double thumbing. We added in drop thumbing. And then we mixed them all up, right? Because that's what a good song does, right? It mixes all these things. But all we did was we stayed right here. You can also do stuff up here, okay? So don't be afraid to try that and work your way up. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with staying here, but you can also work your way up if you want. So just with some of these examples, I hope that sort of helped you realize what sort of things you need to be trying to do when you're playing by ear and picking out your melody, then adding and building upon that melody. You know, we try to find chords. We don't always have to do chords. You don't have to do tons of chords, but sometimes the chord will make that fuller sound, you know. So we can add in chords. Try out different ones. They're not all going to sound great. And that may be something that takes a little bit more time to add in the chords, but try to add in extra notes, you know. And this is where starting to understand your music theory and your notes can help you. Knowing that these notes are in the scale together will help you. And no, I don't practice scales very much. I only make videos about them occasionally, but knowing your scales helps you add in notes into whatever you're playing. You know, if I'm playing a G scale and the song is a G song, I can use those notes a lot in there, and they will complement each other. Okay, but don't worry about all that if that scares you or whatever. You can do that later, but try to pick the melody out first. Okay, then start adding things into it. All these little things I've shown you here, okay? All right, I hope you enjoyed that, got something out of it, and before I go, I always want to remind you that Jesus loves you. Bye-bye, y'all.